Hey, what is up squad, Turk here, and today we're looking at a brand new patch in Pokemon Unite. Number is 1.5.1.2. For stranger than they jump straight from 1.4.1.7 to 1.5.1.2. No idea what the rest of the numbers are, but anyway, let's go and look at it. So there's a lot going on, bunch of nerfs, and there is some surprises, some little gift from the community. If you're enjoying certain recent characters that are a bit underwhelming, well, good for you. Time to shine up your sword and get your trees going, because Trevenant and Aegislash are getting massive buffs. So for Trevenant, Pain Split now heals more, Venom Breath has a reduced cooldown so you can use your Unite move more often. But here's where it's interesting, so they wanted to switch up the gameplay a bit. Branch Poke now increase the slow, has a better damage overall, now heals you up to 3 times. They did change Curse a lot. Massive buff on Curse. You have a better damage overall, better damage over time. The final hit on it will deal increased damage. Everything goes up. Like, per level, there's not that big of a change, but when you look at the ratio and the baseline damage, just massive increase there. And they also reduced the self-damage from Curse. So that is also a massive plus on that. They, once again, try to force you, well, not force you, but highly encourage you to switch up your moveset and try new things. But I think that this damage change will simply switch it from being a scary tree to actually be scary to people and be a threat on the field. The other one that I'm actually really excited about is Aegieslash, because first of all, I was super excited for this Pokemon when it came out, and I just feel like it was, maybe I'm just bad at it, but I felt the damage was a bit underwhelming when I was playing online. But now that you can see the boosted attack has an increased damage either in both forms. That's the hard part about it. You have to jungle a bit with the 2 forms, but both forms have increased. So first one increased damage, second form has increased health. So you're just tankier overall. Sacred Sword now has an increased damage for the triangle attack, so if you've never used Aegieslash before, you've probably seen it. It makes a triangle that knocks people up. But the dash attack on it now deals an increased 20%, well 18% on the ratio, and that to me is the big difference here. Because yes, the triangle is something, but I felt like the dash was actually putting you in a really bad spot when you just did the attack, and you had to like really quickly switch to your shield form in order to sustain the damage that were incoming. But now that you deal more damage, here's why I see this. If they're dead, they can't deal damage to you. So the more damage you have, the more chance you have to survive. There's also an increased stun duration on that one, but you know, damage is more important. But some stuns is always fun. Now there's overall some changes here. For a reason that is unknown to me, they decided to buff the shield on Zeraora. Is it me, or isn't this yellow dude strong enough already? Whatever. Cooldown reduced on Greninja's Shuriken. I feel like the Unite move used to be super strong and just got laid out a bit compared to the others. But I'm assuming that reducing the cooldown on it will let you use it more often, so more practicable, more useful, so to speak. Big nerf on Trick for Hoopa. I'm actually really sad because I love playing Hoopa, but yeah, I do understand why Trick got such a nerf. But now that they try to force Phantom Force on us, and I personally hated that move, I'll maybe give it a chance, because having a increased CC on it and just less cooldown to spam it more often, I don't know, Trick is just, well, it does a trick. It's really a lot of fun to use. Cramorant got a massive buff actually on the Unite move, and a well-deserved nerf on Aquatail for Azumarill. It's not that it's a nerf, it's more of a tweak, so they added some terms to determine how the damage is dealt. So pretty much if your target has low defense, it's gonna deal less damage, but if it has high defense, you're gonna deal more damage. Pretty much they made it so Aquatail is good against defenders and some all-rounders. But the big nerf on it is that now, it no longer ignores the shields and the defense. That will make a difference playing ranked or just casual games. Last but not least, we have a bunch of smaller ones. One that is well deserved is Lucario. Look, every time I see a nerf on Lucario, I'm happy. So Extreme Speed got nerfed. I'm a bit sad for Talonflames, but Brave Bird and Flame Sweep are already the set that I am not using on Talonflames, so it's no big deal for me. Gradient, like, do people even care? That it just keeps on getting nerfed and getting slower and slower and slower every single patch they make. Duraludon is complicated. You'll have the patch note in the description down below, but even for Duraludon, my source couldn't find what to say. But pretty much, it's such a hard move to calculate. Dragon Pulse got a nerf around 30%. I think it's just going to be less annoying to deal with. What's important here and interesting is Buddy Bear Score Shield. I don't care that much. It's really useful. People use it all the time. The big nerf on it is that now the shield from the item is consumed first when receiving damage. So that way it makes it easier to cancel people, so to block the score when they're using Score Shield. But Buddy Barrier having a massive nerf on the HP that you get from the item, the shield that you get, but the fact that you can no longer stack them. Like, I know that in ranked and just casual, but like in general, people use Buddy Barrier a lot. It's useful for weak characters as much as it is for big defenders like Snorlax. But the fact that it no longer stacks, when you have a team fight on Zapdos, it's really going to make a big difference. Everyone's going to be weaker, but I think it's fair because everyone will be weaker. So that's pretty much it for the nerf and buffs in that patch. But there's something else that came in the patch. Season 4 is now here. Season 4, if you've launched the game, they pretty much force you to look through it. New team for the Battle Pass is a Cherry Blossom team. You get a Holowear for Charizard as soon as you get the pass, and at the end of the pass, level 60? Is it 60? Anyways, at the end of the pass, you get a pretty cool skin for Blastoise. If you reach Ultra rank, if you reach rank Ultra, you'll get a Night Style Mamoswine, and I'm actually pretty stoked for that skin. It's because now you only have like Hip-Hop Mamoswine, and I think there's another one, but the helmet actually fits pretty well on that dude, so I'm excited for that one. I personally never reach Master, so I never get the cool little screen or whatever to give. But yeah, a bunch of tickets like every season, cool outfit with number 4 on it, and you get a skin. Speaking of Holowear, you can have 2 new Holowears in the current event. So just like all events, play the game, do the quest, and you'll get a Trevenant and an Eldegrass skin. That pretty much covers everything that's new to 1.5.1.2. I'm really sick of all the dots in the patch notes, but yeah, that's everything that there is to know about 1.5.1.2. I hope you enjoyed the video. If not otherwise, leave a comment down below telling me which Pokemon you might want to see coming up next. There's some rumors from what I've seen on my Discord about Delphox or maybe like Espeon? Who knows? Take care everyone, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace, squad.